Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, Shri Pinarayi Vijayan sir, Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Revanth Reddy Garu, Honorable Chief Minister of Punjab, Shri Bhagwan Singh Manji, Honorable former Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Naveen Patnaik ji, my brother and Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Shri Udayanidhi Stalin ji, Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri D.K. Shivkumar ji, and to all the representatives of various political parties from across India, I sincerely thank you for joining this very important meeting. I come from Telangana and I represent the Bharat Rashtra Samiti, which has led a movement for 14 years for the formation of Telangana under the leadership of our leader, Shri K. Chandrasekhar Rao. When Mr. Vijayan spoke about tyranny of majority, sir, we understand what exactly it means to come out of a larger setup and create a small state. We fought against Delhi, and we fought against the forces for about 14 years to achieve our dream. A long fraught battle it was. We of course draw a lot of inspiration from the people of Tamil Nadu on how to preserve our identity and fight for our rights in a federal setup, because the whole Dravidian movement is a beacon of light for all of us across the country in terms of fighting for our rights and fighting for our spirit. We of course also are aware that the 5 South Indian states are at the receiving end, as was enunciated by Shri Vijayan ji, Shri Revanth Reddy ji, and also eloquently by D.K. Shivkumar ji, of the Union government's policies. Despite demonstrating robust growth across sectors, these states have been victims of apathy and discrimination. Let me remind all of us, we live in the world's largest democracy, India. But democracy should not become a mobocracy. We cannot let numbers dictate terms, we cannot let numbers dictate policies. While any true federal government would incentivize high-performing states, we have a dispensation today in India that rewards laggards and penalizes achievers. South Indian states, we all know, have been pioneers in administration, in education, in economic production, yet we are penalized with reduced political power. This is not just an imbalance, but it is a political and fiscal centralization that is looming large. History will not forgive us if we do not speak up, because this is the time I think we have to unite. We have to fight against this fundamental inequity. We also need to remember those who have contributed significantly cannot be penalized, cannot be discriminated against. Despite contributing to 36% of India's GDP from the 5 southern states, we are receiving smaller share of central resources, which is also raising a huge concern on fiscal centralization. Delimitation